Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today for an informative and exciting webinar to discover what's new at Azamara and to learn about their new 2025 Europe itineraries. My name is Johanna de Guzman. I am the Manager of Industry Relations for North American Travel Trade Membership here at CLIA, and I'm going to quickly go through some housekeeping before introducing our presenter. The webinar will run for about 40 to 45 minutes with time for questions at the end. Please feel free to type your questions into the questions module of the webinar, and we will get to them at the conclusion of the presentation. This webinar is being recorded and will be posted on CLIA's YouTube channel, CLIA Global. It is my pleasure to introduce our presenter, AVP of Sales, Katie Gearhart, and Senior Manager, Lisa Marie Hernandez. And with that, take it away, Katie.
Well, hello there, and thank you so much for inviting Azamara Cruises today to talk to everybody about all things Azamara. So our agenda today is what we're going to do is I want to take you through what's new at Azamara. Also, I want to describe to you when we talk about our leader in destination immersion, what does that actually mean? I'm going to show you some exciting voyages for 2025 over in Europe. I'm going to showcase our onboard experience, and then I'm going to help you, our valued travel advisors, who to target to grow your sales with Azamara Cruises, and then talk about our partnership and what that means for all of you on the call. So I want to dive right in, and I want to dive in with something that is super exciting. Put on your seatbelt. Brace yourself, everyone, because we are coming out with our Travel Advisor Celebration. It's coming your way soon. There's going to be lots of exciting things for you to participate in. So I just wanted to kick this off with a big celebration, and it's all about you, our valued travel advisors. So to continue on the excitement, we are so incredibly excited to announce the relaunch of our Azamara World Academy. This platform is coming to you very, very soon, so be on the lookout. What does this mean for you, and why do you want to become an Azamara expert? We want to make sure that you know everything there is to know about our fabulous cruise line. And what you need to do is you have to make sure that you're logged onto Azamara Connect. The Azamara World Academy will be accessed through this Connect portal. It's imperative that you work with your administrator to ensure that you are in the system. You may have also seen some emails coming from us that have come from us in the past week or so saying, hey, are you registered? Are you logged in to Azamara Connect? The reason for that is because this is coming your way. So please ensure that you are logged onto Azamara Connect. So what's in it for you? First of all, you're going to have the opportunity to become an expert with Azamara. $100 in bonus commissions coming your way that you can access and win as you sell. Special travel advisor rates, you're going to have access to these. You're also going to have access to invitations to all of our Azamara seminars at sea and our ship tours. In addition, all of our exclusive events that we are holding across North America with Dondra and the North America sales team. Again, you get your certificate, plus you get this expert logo that you can use on your signature, on your business cards, however you put the word out about your expertise. So again, this is coming your way very soon. So be prepared, be ready, and become an Azamara Cruise expert. We look forward to having all of you join in on the fun and get your certificate from us. Now, I get asked this question a lot. What's the differentiator for Azamara? This slide here sums up what Azamara Cruises really, truly is all about. We are the global leader in small ship destination immersion. What does that mean, or what does that even look like? So here are three little pillars for you to take home and to really digest about what we're all about. Number one is we dock where other cruise lines and other ships cannot dock. We dock in these small, iconic little ports simply because of the size of our vessels that we can go in. Our second pillar, we take the fabulous cruise experience and we simply slow it down. We are relaxed, we are unrushed, and we do provide you and your guests the destination of the immersion with more late nights and overnights. I'm going to get more into that later in this webinar. And thirdly, and this is really important about our brand, we really are authentic when it comes to our cultural experience globally. We offer our Azamazing events on and off the ship globally. In addition to that, we're taking you to places where you can actually explore the cultures of off the beaten path places. So when we talk about this, here's a photo. These 4 photos really sum up about getting you closer to city centers. When you look at where we dock in Nice and Marseille, Marseille to me is really an amazing docking spot. I think the cathedral in Marseille is one of the most beautiful in Europe, and we are literally steps away from there. Monte Carlo, Nice, you're going to find this all around the world, but these are just 4 snapshot shots of photos that I wanted to share with you. Now, when we talk about spending more time in port, this slide is what I say, you know, we put our money where our mouth is. So when you look at Azamara Cruises, we are in port 80% of the time, our port days. Our closest competitor is 77%. When you look at percentage of late nights, we are at 32% of our voyages, right? Again, our closest competitor, 28%. When you look at our percentage of late nights and overnights, we are at a whopping 45% with our closest competitor at 38%. So folks, when your clients come into you and say that they want to go to a destination to really explore it, you must keep Azamara Cruises in mind, because this is what we are known for. In addition to all of our fabulous itineraries worldwide and where we go, we also have some specialty voyages where we go beyond the expected. We work very closely with Mikado Safari on our Africa voyages, one-stop shopping for your guests who want to take that once-in-a-lifetime trip to Africa. They can do a beautiful voyage in South Africa with us and a Mikado Safari. We talk about these country immersive voyages, and I'm going to take you through what does that look like and what does that mean a little bit later in this presentation. But we celebrate world events. What about New Year's Eve in Sydney Harbor, Mardi Gras in Rio? These are things that you can expect when you come to Azamara. Also, we partner with, and we're very proud of this 10-year partnership with Perry Golf. For all of the golfers on board on this webinar today, Perry Golf is a very, very, very fine golf company, and they partner exclusively with Azamara to bring golf and cruise all into one. You take an Azamara voyage and you get to play the game around the world on the ship. The beauty about this is not everybody has to be a golfer in the party. So it's a perfect opportunity for all of your golfers to be able to golf on these world-class golf courses, guilt-free, because their partner will be well taken care of as well. So again, keep us in mind. And this is also a good opportunity for all of you folks on this webinar today that are group producers. So we're going to talk more about groups as well. So this is what I love. This is really what excites me. What excites me about this is I'm going to feature some of our 2025 European voyages. And as we go through these voyages, I'm going to talk to you about what makes us different. And we're going to go back to those percentages of late nights, stays, overnights, etc. So let's kick it off with this fabulous itinerary. This is a really good example of a beautiful 10-night Mediterranean icons, right? Again, you're going from Rome to Lisbon and you look at all of those gorgeous little ports. Look at this, folks. It's a 10-night voyage with 2 overnights and 8 ports. So this is giving your people the opportunity to really get out and see all of these wonderful spots throughout the Mediterranean. This is one, when we talk about our country immersive voyages, this is one where you look at this and it's a 10-night Croatia intensive. You can see that it departs from Athens and it ends in Venice. Every port, and again, 9 ports and 10 nights with 1 overnight, it's all Croatia ports. So if you have a client that comes in and says, you know, I really want to go to Croatia, I really want to see Croatia, I've heard some beautiful things about Dubrovnik. Here's a spectacular photograph of Dubrovnik on this slide. You know, think about it. Give them what they want. They get on board the ship and they get to go to all of these fabulous, fabulous ports in Croatia in one voyage. A beautiful port. This is one of our gems. And when you look at this itinerary and where it goes, this is where it's really bringing you from, you know, in these 11 nights, you're getting 10 ports, very port intensive with 2 overnight stays, taking you to all of those gem highlighted ports throughout the Adriatic and the Aegean. So again, for people who want to explore this part of the world, it's ending in one of, in my opinion, one of the most beautiful, interesting cities in the world, Istanbul, giving them the opportunity to explore really some unusual cultures and culinary delights and everything that Turkey has to offer. Okay, wine lovers, here we go. This is a wonderful itinerary to get out and explore the beauty and the different parts of Europe when it comes to wine and culture. Leaving from Southampton and ending in Spain. What we love about this, or I should say what I love about this, is again, 8 overnights. This is a 16-night itinerary. So think about this for a minute. Half of this voyage is overnighting in these ports. So let's talk about Bordeaux. In Bordeaux, most cruise lines, I should say all of the larger cruise ships, they dock out in La Rochelle, which is approximately 2 hours each way into Bordeaux. We dock right in the heart of Bordeaux city center, giving you the opportunity to use this beautiful ship as your, you know, it's your vessel. You can get on and off. You can do your wine tasting tours. You can do all of these things. The ship is right there. Also on this voyage, when we go to Sevilla, we go up the Guadalquivir, excuse me, say that 3 times quick, river, and we dock right in the heart of Sevilla. Again, another amazing opportunity for exploration for the wines and the culture and the food and the dancing and everything that Spain has to offer. So again, when you're thinking, when your clients are asking you for these unusual things, keep us in mind. Again, 16 nights, 8 overnights, and 5 ports. Truly, truly, truly an amazing voyage. Opa, here we go, a Greek intensive voyage. Your people want to go to Greece. Greece is very, very, very popular, as we know. This beautiful 10-night voyage is 5 late nights and 11 ports. And as you can see, you're going to all of the iconic ports, all the marquee ports, but you're going to some of the the smaller ports along in the Greek Isles. So again, we're giving you the marquee ports and we're giving you some smaller ports. Again, giving you the opportunity to kick off in Istanbul and end in Athens. What this is also great for is land. Add on a land. We have a fantastic land program at Azamara. This is your opportunity to do a pre or post. Give your people that true experience when they go to that part of the world. So again, this is a great opportunity for land. It's also a great opportunity for a back-to-back voyage. One thing you'll know about Azamara is that we do not repeat itineraries. So this opens up the door for you to do back-to-back. So you get on, you put your people on board the ship and they just keep sailing and sailing and sailing. So lots of opportunities, especially in Europe for 2025. When we look at this beautiful 11 night, now this is a little bit longer, 5 late nights and 11 ports starting in Venice and ending in Athens. Again, you can see how it just kind of hugs the coast and goes down. And that's the beauty of Azamara Cruises. Though we are an ocean going company, we're ocean vessels, we go up rivers as you saw in previous slides, and we hug the coast so that you get this really intimate, very slow-paced cruise experience as we go through. So now that I've teased you with some of our 2025 voyages and get you all excited about where we go, let's talk about our gorgeous fleet. And what I want to point out to you is that, you know, we're under 700 guests at full capacity. Look at our crew ratio at 408. But the beauty for you is when you're selling Azamara cruises, you don't need to worry about like, oh my God, does this ship have that? How many, what's offered on this ship? What does the ship that ship doesn't have? Our 4 ships are identical in the fact that they have the same amenities on board all of our ships. So you don't need to worry about what's on what ship and what's not on the other ship. You're selling Azamara by our fabulous itineraries. You're selling Azamara cruises where we are in the world. And again, it's all about the destination. So we make it simpler for you to understand how to sell Azamara. And when we say this, you know, these are just some snapshots. Now, I could spend probably 2 days talking to you about the beauty of the ships and what we offer on board and all of the beautiful little nuances that we have. But, you know, this kind of sums it up with some of our public spaces. We have our grand staircase and a little picture of a suite, our vessels, our crew, our smiling crew, and some guests being helped in our guest relations. But really, 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 it's all about the comfort on board the ship. And we have different types of accommodation based on your needs. Some people want the top suites and they sell suites. That's fabulous. We've got our suites. If they're a little bit more budget conscious, they will take our verandas. And then of course, we also have ocean view rooms as well. So we do have accommodations for every person's budget and wherewithal. When we talk about our public spaces, excuse me, and things to do on board, one thing we can say about Azamara Cruises is you will not be bored. There's tons of things to do around the ship daily. Some of our public spaces like the Cabaret Lounge, this is where, you know, every evening there's some type of a cabaret type show. We have live musicians, it could be singers and dancers. It changes nightly. And it's a wonderful place to gather and have a beautiful show or performance after dinner each evening. The den is pretty much the heart and soul of the ship on deck 5. This area is where we have our Cruise Again desk, which is really, 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 really popular. This is where your clients go and they book again when they're on board to get that onboard, get that special onboard offer, and the booking goes back to you, the travel advisor who booked them. We also have a shore excursions desk. Here we also have a piano player, so there's nightly, it's a beautiful place to meet in the evening to have a pre-dinner cocktail, listen to the piano player during the day and throughout the voyage, different times of the day. They'll do trivia here. It's just a wonderful, wonderful meeting space. Our photography studio is here. So it's a really active spot of the ship, and it's a great place for people to meet and congregate. It's a wonderful, wonderful spot. The living room is just fantastic up on deck 11. This is where we have our card room and game room. So there's an area of the ship where people can sit and play cards, they can play games. We have computers up there. Each day we offer a selection of wine and tapas in addition to in the evening. There's dancing, there's live music. You might have guest lecturers up here. There's all types of different things that happen up in the living room. But this is also our late night spot. So after the band is done and things are kind of winding down around the ship, the living room, a DJ comes on and they might do karaoke one night and they'll have like a 70s night or an ABBA night. It's a really fun, very, very, very lively part of the ship. So this is where people go late night. So again, something for everybody throughout our public spaces on board the ship. So this is what excites me, our dining options and all that we have to offer. And I'm really pleased to say that Azamara won the 2024 Global Traveler Leisure Lifestyle Award for Best Cruise Line Dining for 2 years in the running. So think about that. 2 years we've won this award. And why? Because of our selection of fine dining. We have our buffet and casual dining, indoor, outdoor, al fresco in the Windows Cafe. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The beautiful thing in the evening is that we really kind of spice things up, where we would have, say one evening it would be French cuisine and another night it would be Indian cuisine. So we kind of make it interesting for our diners that want this casual option. So it's constantly evolving and it's a wonderful, wonderful place, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Discoveries is our main dining room. Again, what we do here, our menus of course, rotate daily. We offer on some sea days a jazz brunch in here. The food is fantastic. One thing that you need to know about Azamara, no dinner reservations required. You show up when you want to eat. You can be by yourself if you're a couple of two, if you're a party of four, or if you meet up with people having a pre-dinner cocktail, just say, hey, let's have dinner together. It's not a problem. You go when you want to dine. Our patio is a wonderful place during the day. It's out by the pool where you can go and get delicious and healthy food options while you're, relaxing by the pool. However, in the evening, what we do is we transform this into another area of the ship where you can eat al fresco outside. We put tablecloths on the table. It's serviced, it's table service food, and it's another wonderful option. So as you can see, lots of dining options. Specialty dining is another thing that we have on board. We have 2 specialty dining restaurants, Prime C, which would be classified, I guess you would classify it as our beautiful steakhouse at sea, and Aquilina, which has a kind of contemporary Italian continental menu. Both of these restaurants are absolutely beautiful. They're very intimate, offering exquisite dining and service, just like all of our other dining options. In addition to our specialty dining, we also offer a selection of chef's tables on our voyages, and they would be a focus on, some of them would be a focus on French, Italian. So these are also in addition to our specialty dinings. So again, plenty of dining options. However, there's more. And this slide, this is a very important slide for those of you on this webinar who are new to Azamara. This is what you can always expect with Azamara. What's always included? Our variety of dining venues, which I've just described, but in addition to that, you have your 24-hour room service. Always included, beer, wine, and spirits all day and night. If you want a mimosa with breakfast and a pina colada by the pool and a martini at dinner, no problem. It's included. Always included, our signature Azamazing events. These culturally curated events exclusive for Azamara are offered on board or off the ship, depending upon the location and the experience. Always included, self-service laundry. People are packing lighter and lighter these days. People are going on an 11-night voyage, or they're doing back-to-backs, or they're doing a land or a Perry Golf along with the voyage. They want to wash their clothes. So this is available. And trust me, it's a destination on board our ships. And this is super important, guys. Tips and gratuities, always included. Every stateroom, every guest, tips and gratuities included. What you can always expect. We discussed this and I showed you. Overnights and extended destination days. Again, we take the cruise experience and we slow it down. We discussed what you can always expect. Unique and iconic destinations. Going to marquee ports, going to little ports off the beaten track, giving you that experience like no other cruise line can bring you. Always expected, no hassles, no crowds. It is probably one of the most pleasant experiences to embark and debark on Azamara because there's no crowds. It's just effortless. And again, what is always expected, and something that I am so proud to say as an employee of Azamara for 9 years, is our warm and attentive service on board the ship. Our crew delivers the most incredible cruise experience for all guests. They are delightful. And I'm sure there's some of you on this webinar who have sailed with us before, and you're shaking your head right now saying, oh my God, Katie is so correct. The crew on board Azamara is amazing. They go above and beyond, and they do it because they're authentic and they care. So again, always Azamara. This is what's always included and what's always expected. Now I'm going to help you try and wrap your head around, because I know I've got you all excited about selling Azamara. So now, who is our traveler? Who's our guest? How do you're sitting there thinking, like, how can I get somebody on Azamara? So think about it this way, you know, it's the empty nester kind of approaching empty nesters. And these are people that are travelers. They've got an explorer mindset. They want to keep going. They want to go out there in the world and see more. They're culturally curious. They want to go out. They want to seek out those little potters out in the middle of the bush, and they want to look at buying a unique piece of pottery. They want to try the food. They want to try the wine and spirits. They want to, you know, look at the textiles. They want to do all that. They're curious about it. They're active. They don't want to sit around. They want to walk, they want to hike, they want to take our shore excursions. They want to be active. They want to get it all. They want to see it all. They want experiential travel. Again, they want to taste things, they want to touch things, they want to have their minds blown. So here's a good statistic. Again, 83% of our guests are 45 plus, right? The baby boomer generation. There's a lot of baby boomers out there, right? And that is our perfect demographic. So again, this is one of our differentiators. 66% of these folks are married. However, we have a very robust solo program as well. 80%, and guys, here you go, 80% of our bookings are booked with the travel advisor. You need to know that Azamara sources the majority, as you can see here, of all bookings through you are travel advisors, which is why we want to partner with each and every one of you. Our travelers, the majority are retired or getting close to retirement, right? They want to keep going. They're still active. And for you, the average booking is like 9.5, 10 months out. So right now these type of people are thinking about like they got the holidays taken care of, they got the winter trip taken care of. They're starting to think about like, hey, where are we going to go next summer? Where are we going to go in 2025 in the summertime? Which is why I wanted to highlight some of our 2025 European voyages for you. Who to target? Here's some helpful hints here. Cruise customers from other upmarket cruise products, right? Azamara is very different in the sense of what we do as far as our country intensive voyages that we discussed. We have our partnerships with Mikado. We have our partnerships with Perry Gulf. These are things that, you might say, hey, though they've been on them, they would really like this. So think about that. Past river cruises. I gave you 2 examples of going up rivers and taking our ship into the heart of city centers. And again, you keep in mind, we are ocean going vessels, however, we go up rivers. There are only so many rivers in the world. If you want to keep your river guests, your river cruise clients happy, keep them moving around the world, offer them Azamara. It's going to feel very familiar to them, but there are just going to be more activities. Land tour customers. Let's go back to that Croatia voyage. If you were selling Croatia by land, think about it. Though your guests would be packing and unpacking every night, getting in a bus, getting on a train, getting in a car. The beauty of a cruise is you get on board the ship, you unpack once, and off you go, and let us take you around the world. I will tell you that the interesting thing is, just if you really think about that dynamic, we go to Japan. We are the perfect product in Japan exclusively to target your land tour customers. Premium cruise line customers who are maturing, right? Think about this. You have your clients' families. They do, they have kids and they go on multi-gen trips and they do that. Now all of a sudden they're approaching like a milestone birthday, or they're approaching, a milestone anniversary. They don't want to take the kids. They want to go alone. Perfect solution for them. Again, in an inclusive environment with tips and drinks and everything included. Clients who are looking for a more experiential, immersive travel experience. I think you've seen that with some of our itineraries and our partners. Also offering our land component to our voyages. One-stop shopping, keep it simple. This is one that I really want to draw attention to. Experienced travelers who have never cruised before. I personally had this experience last September when my husband and I did a cruise through Turkey and Greece. 2 of our friends, very well-traveled people who have never cruised before, joined us. They were completely blown away with the cruise experience and the way that Azamara did things. They are now Azamara cruisers. They are hooked. They loved the ease of it. They loved the experience of it and the simplicity of travel. So hopefully this is helping you kind of think about who you can target to start working with Azamara if you haven't, and if you are working with Azamara, to increase your sales. Another thing, this is it. This is what's in it for you folks. This is our hidden gem sale, which we just announced. This is our promotion that is in the marketplace through the 30th of October. Here you have on select voyages $500 onboard credit plus unlimited Wi-Fi or the premium beverage package. Again, where do you find all the details on this? Azamara Connect, and we're going to talk more about that. So this right now is our promotion in the marketplace for everyone. However, groups, boy, do we love groups at Azamara. And the exciting part for you all is that we have enhanced our group policies over the past year. So right now, I'm just going to talk really quickly about the 3 different types of groups and what's in it for you. We now provide one for 12 TC and a 90-day booking deposit. So you've got 3 types of groups, basically. You've got your standard groups, right, which is focusing on providing, you know, whatever office is in the marketplace, the time of deposit, right? Rates fluctuate, they go up and down, all good there. Our next one is enhanced group pricing, which you receive 1 rate to promote. This rate is not combinable with any other offers. It's basically you're locking in your group rate. And the benefit is that you have 1 amazing rate to promote for the life of the group. And then we have our contracted groups, which is when you have groups that are 25 staterooms or more. These are all, again, these are just 3 things. I could spend 3 days on groups and all the benefits to you. The good news is that you have your local strategic business development managers throughout North America. They are ready, willing, and able to help you. They have a group concierge that they work with, and you can also always email Azamara Groups at azamara.com for more information. Again, we love groups, but wait, there's more. We just started a celebration of groups. And what does that mean? We started this again. This is going to go through October 30th. You can earn 20 gap points on select sailings. So this is another enhancement to our group program. So folks, when I say we love groups, we want groups, please keep us in mind. Let's get your groups moving and shaking and let you take advantage of 20 group points on these select voyages. An offer that we brought out this past year is our pay in full offer. And this is such a fantastic, unique opportunity for all of you travel advisors out there. So what the deal is right here, your clients will receive a 5% onboard credit, right? With this payment in full offer. Now there are parameters, which you can see 180 to 365 days out prior to sailing. That equals the 5% OBC. The good news for you is that we pay commission when things pay in full. So what happens is, you know, it's kind of a win-win. Your clients get the 5% additional OBC, you get your commission paid earlier, but think about this and think about this realistically. When you pay in full for something, you're less likely to cancel it, right? Because you've already paid in full for it. So the chances of your clients canceling are slim, right? The percentage drops because this is really to ensure and kind of, you know, they're not gonna do that. So this is a really good program for you to be aware of that we do have. And again, this is new for us, but we look at it as a complete win-win. So for you and everything, the time that you've taken to come today, I really appreciate it. I know it's a busy time of the year. There's a lot of moving parts. Kids are going back to school, moving into college. It's the end of the summer. Can't believe Labor Day is coming this weekend. You know, it's great that you came, but please, please pay attention to this. And these are your trade resources. This is all about you and where you go to get assistance. Again, if you're not, you need to know about connect.azamara.com. This is your one-stop shop for all trade resources. Anything and everything that you need, you can find on this website. This is your website. You're going to find our Reze booking platform. You know, this is where you go to make your reservations. You're going to find all types of marketing assets, videos, flyers, all types of marketing assets for you that you can use to promote Azamara Cruises. All of the offer details that I have talked about today in this webinar, plus other details and offers that we may have in the marketplace at different times, this is where you would go to resource to get all of the information, your flyers, the dates, combinabilities, all of that stuff. When we announce our Azamara World Academy very soon, be prepared. This is where you're going to go to be able to get to the Azamara World Academy. Again, please remember to ensure that you are in the system and that you're good and ready to go so you can access and take the Azamara World Academy once we launch it very soon. Plus, there's more. So again, this is where you would go at all times. This is where we put all of the things that are important to you, one-stop shopping. It's just to help you increase sales. In addition to that, you have the support of your local strategic business development managers. You also have the support of our inside BDS team. So everyone at Azamara is really here to help you understand Azamara, how to help you grow your business, and, you know, just let's go, giddy up into 2025 as we wrap up 2024. So that's kind of all for me. I believe we do have time for a couple of questions. So we actually do have just a few minutes. So I'm gonna kind of turn it over to see, do we have any questions that we need to address? So I'm gonna turn it to Lisa.
Hi, Katie. Hi, everyone. So just not too many questions, but if you do have questions, feel free to plug them in now. One common question that I'm seeing across the board is how do I create an account with connect@azamara.com? And basically it's two things. If you had a Cruising Power account, then you should be able to log in using the same credentials. If it does not work, please connect with your agency's administrator, because they are the ones who can set you up with Connect as well. If you're still having troubles, don't worry. There is a support ticket you can input in the website. If you go to Quick Links, request support, you can submit a request for someone to contact you, and then they can help you get you established into our system.
Thank you, Lisa. That's awesome.
Well, let's see if there are any other questions, but I don't see any other. Oh, a recording of the webinar. Yes, a recording will be provided.
Yeah, I can answer that one, Lisa. So yes, the webinar will be posted on CLIA's YouTube channel. So if you just go on YouTube and you can search CLIA Global, this recording will be posted tomorrow morning. So it'll give us time to just get it up there and you guys can rewatch it. Did we have, oh, there are a few questions there, Lisa, that are just popping in.
Yep, I see that. So, well, another question is regarding TA rates. Do they include gratuities, beer, wine, and spirits? And the answer is yes. So if you book a TA rate, we are an all-inclusive brand. So we do include gratuities in the rate. We also include standard beverages, wine and spirits as well. So that is really great. It's a great value for you guys to be able to go on board. Is the one for 12 TCs berths or cabins? It's actually by berths. So we do require, it's by passengers. So that is an answer there. Another question from John Polanski is, do we have a loyalty program? Yes, we do. As a matter of fact, we do have information about it on our website. If you go to connect.azamara.com, you can learn more about the loyalty program there, but there's different levels to it and different benefits depending on the tier that you are at. And then I think that's it. I think that's all the questions we have right now.
That's awesome. Thanks, Lisa. Thanks, everyone. So again, I just want to wrap this up by saying thank you. Thank you to our travel partners, our loyal travel partners who currently work with us. Those of you who are new to Azamara on this call, we look forward to working with you. We want to partner with you. We want to help you grow your business. We are committed to you. And again, thank you, CLIA. Thank you for having us on today. It's been my pleasure to be your host. And I look forward to, if not seeing you on board an Azamara cruise, just seeing you sell Azamara in the near future. Happy Labor Day, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Katie, and
Hey,
thank you
everyone.
everyone for joining us today, and we hope to see you on the next one.